everybody, it's your girl Nefarious, and today I'm excited to sew along with you on the Charlie Dice bag. This fun 6-sided bag is super quick, super easy to do. It is a bound bag, no pockets on the inside, so if you want pockets, they're super easy to make and make this bag your own, but I will not be doing any pockets because they do not come on the lining. Just a quick reminder that when you are cutting out your lining, use your exterior pieces as your templates because just sometimes those linings can bleed. Alex and Kim and K&A have really cute design ideas coming out for the Charlie bag, so make sure you're keeping an eye on the website. So let's not dilly-dally and let's go ahead and get started. Alright, general tools that I am going to be using include my awl, some double-sided tape. I've got multiple sizes here. I've got 1/8, 1/4, and 1/2 inch. I've got marking tools. I've got various ones. I've got a pair of snips. I've got an X-Acto knife. I've got a turning tool. Got my lighter, just in case. A ruler. This is from More Me Know. I've got my rivet guide. Got my hole punch. And I've got my clips just in case. I kind of was like, I'm missing something here. These are my general tools that I'll be using throughout my video. Alright, for the Charlie, you are going to have 2 D-ring connectors and 2 1-inch D-rings. You're going to have your main panel and your main panel lining. You're going to have 2 sets of those. You're going to need your zipper tape that goes with your zipper panels and their zipper panel linings. And then you are also going to need your gusset and your gusset lining. And then you will also need 2 zipper pulls. Now for this, you are welcome to use any type of stabilizer you would like. In fact, if you would like it to be nice and stiff, I would recommend anything like Profuse Stiff or Decaville Light. However, for this video, I will not be using any stabilizer. I'm just going to let the WPC waterproof canvas and the vinyl be as is. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line right down the center of our D-rings, and then I'm going to use some double-sided tape and put it right on top of that line that I've drawn. And then I'm going to take that backing off. I'm going to take the edges and I'm going to line those up right on that line I drew. Okay. Now I'm also going to prep my main panel with my main panel lining. So I'm going to, just a side note here, that when you cut your lining out, make sure you're using your exterior as a template, because sometimes just a little bit of bleed will make these come out just a smidge bigger. But once I get them all cut out, I'm going to put them wrong sides together, and then I'm going to clip them together like that so that we can base stitch them in place. Then I'm going to take one of our zipper gusset panels and linings and of course our zipper tape. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to find the center on the gusset panels here. I will find it on both sides. And to do that, I just line up the short edges real quick. Alright. For the zipper tape, I will use a marking pen on the inside because it is white. For the outside, I will use a silver marking pen. to help me see what I'm doing, or what I will be doing now is I'm going to use a 1/8 inch double-sided sticky tape to help adhere the zipper gussets to the zipper tape. And all I'm going to do is line this up. My zipper tape is essentially the same length as the zipper gusset, so when I was cutting the gusset out, all I do is I just measure out the zipper tape and I cut it out to match. Sometimes I will add about 1/4 inch on both ends just to give me a little bit of security, but that's where the zipper tape measurements are coming from. We will take this off. Now I want my zipper gusset to read like this, so I will face it downward toward the tape, lining up the center marks I made. And then I will just line up the edges of the zipper tape with the edge of the exterior zipper panel. I'm going to do that all the way down. If you are not comfortable using double-sided tape, please feel free to use clips. I just prefer double-sided tape. On the inside, I'm going to do the same exact thing. Going to put the right side facing the back side of the zipper tape, lining up my centers. And then I'm going to go through and make sure the edge of the panel lines up with the edge of the zipper tape. Now, this is a lot of pre-work we've got done, so let's kind of recap real quick what we've done. So I've got my first part of my zipper panel ready to go. I've got my 2 D-rings taped together, and I've got my 2 main panels clipped and ready to go. So we are going to take these over to the machine, and we are going to stitch these together. So let's go. For our D-rings, we are going to do a 1/4 inch secure stitch. We're going to do a 1/4 inch top stitch going all the way down, back stitching at the beginning and the end for both sets. So I will be lining these up just like this. With these done, I will set these to the side for right now. We'll go ahead and secure our zipper tape. I'm going to sew this at a 1/4 inch. Then I'm going to fold these out to where I match up my centers. Now I'm going to top stitch at the beginning. When I get down to this corner, I'm going to pivot, go back, go across this bottom pivot, go all the way up, facing the side down, and back toward the beginning so that we secure all our sides. And I'm top stitching at about 1/8 of an inch. So I will set that to the side. All right, so now I'm going to base stitch this and the main panels together. I'm going to use an 1/8 of an inch stitch, and I'm going to go all around the 8 sides. I'm going to do this for both of the panels. So that piece is ready. This piece is ready. Now to get our D-rings ready, what I will do is I'm going to go ahead and thread our D-rings on. And then I'm going to just do a quick base stitch to keep the D-ring on so it's not running around. And we'll do the same thing for the other one. And now we can go back to the table. Now that we're back at the table, what we are going to do is we're going to look at our D-rings real quick. We're going to take our bottom gusset and I'm going to find the centers on the short ends. And then I'm going to line this up right in the middle. And I'm going to stick a clip there. And then I'm going to repeat for this side. And then that one can get set to the side for the machine. Our zipper gusset, I'm going to go ahead and pull the tape off, or the top of the tape off. Okay. I got our other panels here. Oh, I forgot to find the center, so make sure you find your centers. Don't be like Nefarious. What I like to do is I like to keep my writing going the same way. So if there's like a specific type of artwork, you want to kind of make sure that you're keeping it going the same way. So I still see my center. I'm going to line up my centers. And then I'm going to make sure it's pressed to the edge of the zipper tape. All the way down one side. All right, take it back down. Make sure I'm pressed to the edge on the other side. Then I'll flip it over. Do the exact same thing with the zipper lining. Going to keep the writing going the same way, lining the centers up. I'm going to have the right side facing the zipper tape back. And then I'm going to press it so it lines up with the zipper tape edge. I'm going to do that for both sides. So real quick, I'm going to take our prepped gusset lining with us. I'm going to take our prepped zipper gusset with us. I'm going to take our lining with us. And then I'm going to go ahead and take our zipper pulls with us. And we're going to go ahead and head over to the machine. With our zipper gusset, we are going to sew it at a 1/4 inch. Beginning and the end, we are going to backstitch. Secure that down. And we are going to flip this out, lining up our centers. At 1/8 of an inch, going all the way down, pivot, and then I'm going to base stitch the sides down just like I did on the previous zipper gusset panel. I'm going to cinch my zippers real quick. I've got a little fray going on. Once you do that, I'm going to attach your zippers. You want them going opposite directions, so I will typically wait till the very last moment like I am now to attach them. Flat out cuss it myself. So there's that. Centers are marked. That can be set to the side for right now. Now let's secure our D-rings and make sure that those are ready to rock and roll. I will kind of give us a little extra stitch just to make sure it doesn't move too much. Alright. I'm going to do the exact same thing over here. Great. Now this is why I wanted you to go ahead and bring your lining with you, because this means we can go ahead and just jump right into making our full circle gusset. I missed a string, so let's go ahead and cut that. Alrighty. So to make our full circle gusset, you need your zipper gusset, bottom lining, and bottom gusset. We are going to put right sides together for the gusset, making sure that, like, if you have some if there's like artwork here, you have it going the exact same way. For me, I'm making sure that my words are all going the exact same direction so they're all legible. So I'm going to put those right sides together. I'm going to line those up and then I'm going to clip them in place like this. And I'm going to go ahead and do the exact same thing on the other side. Then I'm going to take our exterior gusset, doing the exact same thing, making sure if there's artwork or something pretty that you line it up. I'm making sure that my words line up, and then I'm going to put this right sides together. I'm going to use the same clips that I'm using to hold the lining to hold the exterior as well. Then once I get here, I am going to sew both of these at 1/4 inch backstitching at the beginning and the end. I'm probably going to do a little extra backstitching here over the D-ring area just to make sure it's good and secure. Trim the strings. Now, when I flip this out, I will not be top stitching this down. You are more than welcome to do that. I just don't like to top stitch this down on these fun shaped bags. I feel like it kind of restricts it, might cause a little bit more on the wrinkling or the ripples that you see. So I'm not going to be top stitching this down. But what I will be doing is I'm going to secure the gussets, the lining and the exterior together. I'm going to secure that at about 1/8 inch, and I'm just going to sew all the way around, making sure it's all together. I might use a couple clips to help hold it in place so it doesn't get a little wibble wobble on me. All right. Do is I'm going to find my centers, and by doing that I'm going to line up my side seams here. Just like this. I've got a string I gotta cut anyway, so my top looks good. That top looks good. That's from when we did our zipper, but now we gotta find the bottom. Oops. And this is going to match up with the top and the bottom centers we found on the main panels. So where's that string that I gotta cut? All right. Now, I'm going to grab a main panel. I'm going to flip our gusset inside out. And then I will take the center point here and I'm going to match it to the center point here. Making sure that, you know, the artwork is facing up towards your zipper. And then I will take the bottom gusset center point and I'm going to line it up with the bottom center point. Now, you will have to snip your gusset, especially around the corners of the bag. So let's go ahead and get this secure. Clips, if you're perfectly fine working with clips, then please work with clips. If you want to work with staples, then definitely work with staples. I may do a little bit of both. I'm TBD at the moment. I'll try clips right quick and see where this gets me. So it's going to look like this before you sew it. We are going to attach this at 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. You're welcome to try a little bit lump bigger if you feel comfortable. I will be attaching this at 1/4 of an inch. I am going to trim my seam allowance down just a smidge. So all I did was I cleaned it up a little bit, make sure it was even, and now what we're going to do is we are going to attach our binding. I am using a 1/2 inch double fold binding or bias tape that I purchased from Amazon. I'm sure you all have seen these in some of my other videos. And we are going to go around and we are going to bias tape. Now you are welcome to do this however you would like to bind your edges. This works best for me. Now we're going to go to the machine and we are going to attach that. So that side's done, and we can do the exact same thing to the other side. Once you're clipped, you're going to sew it at 1/4 of an inch all the way around, just like you did the previous side. the seam allowance up again. Just cleaning it up. Get this all cleaned up, our seam allowance trimmed down a little bit. I'm going to start the binding just like we did on the other side. Now I'm going to attach it. Alright, so now the bag is ready to be turned out. Being that it is vinyl, what I would recommend is that you would heat it up a little bit with a blow dryer. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go hit it a little bit with the blow dryer just so it's a little bit easier to turn out. So that's what I'm going to go do. So this is the Charlie dice bag, or the Charlie bag. Isn't it really cute? We did double zippers. We have our D-rings. It's going to be super exciting to see all the artwork that comes out for this. This has been so much fun sewing along today with you. I can't wait to see all your makes on K&A Custom Fabric Groups or even out in the wild. Make sure you're tagging me, your girl Nefarious, so I can extra see them. Because sometimes, being lurking in the shadows, I do miss some things, but I don't want to miss your makes. I look forward to next time, so see you around. Ta-ta for now.